Hello, welcome back to Tantra Mama. Today is all about what does it actually look like to consciously raise your child and to sexually empower them. Like, what are the 5 key points that will help you just to kind of, to track where you're at and where you can possibly bring more awareness to, or what could you explore more with your child. So the first one is the simple fact that you will only be able to take them as far as you have gone on your own journey of sexual empowerment. So if you struggle with your sexuality, with your body, with intimacy, with relationships, they will pick that up. You can try and hide it as much as you can, but underneath, they are like children are like little detectives, right? They will suss you out. They will mirror exactly pretty much what you are showing them. So the first point that I would want to raise, from the bottom of my heart, is to really closely look at where are you at, with your journey of sexual empowerment, and where can you still go deeper, or where can you heal, or where can you purify something that does not serve you anymore in your life. So to be able to do that, it takes a really open and honest conversation with yourself, and then to seek out help in areas where you feel like you're stuck. But the fact that you're here and that you are listening to this video is you're on the right path, and you're interested in taking that a little bit further. So I absolutely welcome you, and I celebrate the fact that you're here and that you're ready to go deeper, and that you're ready to take your child along with you. So the second point is that it is so important that you normalize the conversation around sexuality, sensuality, your body, all the functions of it, all the wonders and the pleasure that comes with your body, and how important it is to be able to have someone in your life that you can talk to openly, freely, honestly, ideally as non-judgmental as possible. And to cultivate that within your family and with your children is absolute key for them to give them a lifelong support. So this is it's not like a conversation that you're gonna have a one-off, and then you wait until that you think they might possibly be ready, and then that's it. You never ever talk about it again, because let's be real, we wander through life and we come up in certain situations, and we find ourselves in situations or with people where all of a sudden all our belief systems are we question everything. And then to have that person that you can go to and ask anything that you can possibly be scared of or be curious about is such an important and valuable thing to have in the life of your children. So I can only encourage you to start that conversation as early as possible, and you will know exactly what they're ready to hear and what they're ready to explore, because their natural curiosity will bring up situations and will bring up those questions where you then have an absolute chance to answer on their age level, age appropriate ways to what they want to hear about and what they want to learn about. Point number 3 is to already cultivate situations within your family settings around boundaries and around consent. So to start as early as possible, asking them, what, especially in situations when they're emotionally, let's say, a bit off center, and you sense that they need something from you, but you're not quite sure what. Often we think, oh, I know exactly what you need. Come here, I'm going to give you a hug right now. Or you go oh, I think they just need a bit of space. I'm just going to leave them alone. But actually, what they might need is the absolute opposite of that. And you'll never know until you ask them, what do you need right now? How can I help you? Well, what can I give you to feel you, to make you feel comfortable, to make you feel more at ease? And by doing that, by asking them, do you want a hug or do you want space? You can offer them things or you can just ask them. But just to train them and to invite them to situations where they have a choice is absolutely empowering for them. So yeah, it is such an important thing that they will carry with them for the rest of their life. In relationships later on, they will then be able to voice things that they truly want and things that they're scared of or that they don't want to happen. So they don't find themselves in a situation where, if they're too scared to say no to, let's say, in a situation where they're asked, to have sex with someone, and then they're trained all their life to say, oh my god, if I say no, that person doesn't love me any longer. So if they know that that's a safe thing to do and they're still loved, then a no is an absolute a present to the other person, because you've just shared your boundary with them. And that is it is huge, and you can start that with as early as when they're able to talk and when you're able to ask and have conversations with them. So the next point is, let me think. Just gonna look down. Oh yeah, I've got it. Is to celebrate their body with them, to celebrate a change in their body with them as well. It is so crucial that we as parents give them let's say a garden bed of nourishing earth and soil where they can grow and flourish and blossom into beautiful beings. It is so important that you make them feel like they're at home in their body, they're welcomed in their body, and that their bodies are temples of pleasure, and that's exactly where their love journey starts. It starts with themselves. Yes, we're here as parents, and we can add to that, but eventually it is exactly where sensuality and sexuality starts, within their own body. So to celebrate their bodies with them, and to be there for them when they go through the changes, and when the little girls have their period, to just celebrate that with them and to be there with them. Or when the boys start to discover masturbating and making love to themselves, to give them a space in your home where they are safe to do that, where they are welcome to explore that. Because later on in life, when they're out and about and they find a partner, and I can only talk from my own experience, not until long ago I thought it was somebody else's job to give me pleasure, somebody else's job to know what turns me on. And really, it is not. It is absolutely my responsibility to do that. But we can already create that beautiful space in our own home when they're little, and when they're only at a young and innocent stage, where they can absolutely already start to explore their body and their skin and the pleasure that comes already, that's given with them the moment they are born. Body shaming is such a damper and such a break on all of those beautiful experiences. And even in my childhood, I had to listen to so many jokes around the size of my breasts, and it stuck with me for so long. I thought there was something wrong with my breasts, clearly, because they are being joked about left, right and center. And now I know it is not true. They're perfect the way they are. They're perfect, they're beautiful. And those jokes were so unnecessary, and they're stuck with me for so long, which is why would you do that to your child? So just think about what you say to them, how you say to them, and just the messages that you send with them. I know my stepdad wasn't trying to be nasty, he was trying to be funny, but it really wasn't. Not for me, so just really think about sort of how you word things, and is there a good balance between celebration and maybe the on and off joke every now and then, to just you obviously humor is a beautiful thing. So but just really think about what you're doing there and how you're what messages you're sending to your child. And the last one I want to talk about today is to surround yourself with other parents that are equally interested in creating a sexually empowering environment. Like it is, and also the messages. I mean, I know we can only do so much to, like, let's say, protect our children from them, but the media, the social networks, the conversations, like that other parents have around sensuality and sexuality while the children are present, and all these things, just look at them and see what is necessary, what is not necessary. And if there aren't any parents around that you can sort of open up to this conversation, reach out, like to people like me right here. Like I'm equally as interested in creating a tribe and having people that I can talk to as well. So it is absolutely possible, and there will be opportunities that I will open up very soon, running online webinars once a month. There will be one on the 28th of April at 10 a.m. Brisbane time, where we can get together, where we can have an open conversation, and where we can communicate with each other. So I just send you all my love, and I'm so excited to hear what you have to say and any kind of tips and tricks that you've come across. I would absolutely welcome them. And so feel free to subscribe, feel free to leave any comments below, so I can possibly answer them already. And I look forward to seeing you in the very near future. So lots of love.